Hi Pisces! Let us draw your card first. Oracle Guidance card for Dear Pisces, November 2021. A beautiful face. You could be in your self-care journey, or perhaps you have made a promise to yourself right now that you will focus on yourself more, or you would have that routine in your self-care journey. This could also be spending some time with friends. Perhaps you have missed your friends so much that you are planning to spend more time with them, or to pamper yourself at the same time, having that date date with your friends and doing that self-care ritual. There could be also an aspect of your life wherein, as far as your romantic life is concerned, you are preparing for, you are reflecting on, and the energy that this card gives off is the energy of nurturing yourself, pampering yourself, spending time with yourself. You could also have gotten out of a breakup and now you are focusing on your self-care. You are focusing on yourself and you're saying yes to yourself. I will do my spiels now as we use the tarot, as we get the tarot decks. We would be using 3 decks today, including this oracle deck, and the continuation of this reading would be in the description box below. One more oracle guidance card for you. Okay, for Pisces, please, for November 2021, Sun, Moon, Rising sign, and Venus. For the sign of Pisces, focusing on self-care. Okay, let's see your past, present, and future. As far as your love life is concerned, we will not be tackling as a separate spread for your partner or the current energy of the person you are dealing with. Perhaps it would come out in your spread. Okay, very much in tune with what the oracle card has given. Self-care, self-love could be. Current situation or present moment, I feel that a message would be given to you anytime soon. Perhaps, as I have mentioned a while ago, you may have gotten out of a breakup and you are tuning in, you are connecting with your inner self, your inner guidance. Perhaps there's also messages that you hear or that you feel. Perhaps a part of you is telling you to communicate with your ex, with your recent ex, or your friends could be telling you. You have here the High Priestess, but I am getting that energy from you. I am picking up on the energy that there's some sense of confusion. This is not in reverse, but what I am getting here is you could be taking that quiet moment to be with yourself, to care for yourself. And perhaps if you resonate well with that message, that you may have recently gotten out of a relationship, or you have had a recent breakup, you could be spending your quiet time alone. You're spending some time alone, perhaps to reflect on what happened, to reflect on the lessons, heartache included, or thinking about, should I message this person, should I reconnect, or should I have that closure. There's some sense of confusion or indecision, or not sure what to do about the situation. You know that you need to spend more time to care for yourself so that you could move forward quite easily. But I am picking up on the energy of a struggle, quite of a struggle in maintaining that grace to move forward, or to move on from that past heartache. Okay. You may have also taken that step of forgiving yourself and forgiving the person that that you were in a relationship with. Receiving messages from your spirit guides. That is what I'm getting. I could also pick up on the energy that you are hearing you would receive a message from somebody, an old friend perhaps, and this has nothing to do with your recent ex. Could be your recent ex who would send you a message. This could also be you who would who feels that urge to message your partner or your ex-partner. But I am also getting that somebody may communicate with you anytime soon, or is about to communicate with you. This could also be a recent ex who would want to ask for closure. You are quite struggling, as I have mentioned. You have those apples within you. Secrets could be, grudge could be, and the other person, perhaps the person that you were dealing with, knows this, that you are hiding something, not really of like a gold. It's more of a burden. They know that you are the one who may be suffering a lot from this breakup, and they know it. They may communicate with you asking for forgiveness, but this could also be you who is willing to let go of what happened in the past and ready to move forward. That is your current energy, ready to move forward, or working on moving forward. Let's see what happened in the past. Let us just move this. Of course, this may not be for all of you, but what I am getting here is that perhaps you may have been cheated on. I am picking up that energy from this card because I felt that the person you were dealing with knows that you were the one who is much hurt in this breakup. They know they have created a situation wherein you feel left out in the cold. You felt that you were abandoned, or perhaps as a child you may have literally been abandoned, or perhaps orphaned, and this breakup struck that chord, or it revived that feeling of being abandoned. And perhaps that is something that creates this confusion, as I have mentioned a while ago. It just struck a chord that it hurt so deep, as in deep to a point, so much so that it goes deeper into your childhood memories, or the feeling of feeling left out in the cold, perhaps feeling like you have been deceived, feeling like you were so helpless, perhaps also restless about a person's mistake. This could also be you. Energies could be interchangeable. I will just tell you what I am picking up on as an energy. In the present moment, perhaps the person you were dealing with, or the recent ex, is thinking about apologizing or resolving the conflict, perhaps asking for closure or asking for forgiveness. This could also be you if you were the one who may have had a mistake, or perhaps created this energy of deception between you and your person. Right now, somebody is, and I feel that this is you, you're connecting with your inner self. It's like giving yourself that mirror, this mirror. It seems like you are looking at yourself in the mirror and telling yourself, reflecting on the lessons you have learned in this connection, at the same time telling yourself how convincing, if I may say, convincing yourself that you are worth the love that you desire, the love you are soon to get, the love that you deserve. That is what I am picking up on this energy. This is the orphan card. Feeling left out in the cold, feeling like alone and cheated on, perhaps. Somebody may have had an affair in the past. Could be you, or could be the person you're dealing with, but I strongly feel that there's still some closure that needs to be done as far as this connection is concerned, and it hasn't happened. And perhaps that is what this communication card is talking about. And perhaps you saw this coming, this breakup coming, and because for the longest time perhaps you had an idea that the person you were dealing with or your recent ex has been cheating on you or has been flirting with somebody else. You knew it. You knew that they were out there trying to find something or trying to meet up with somebody, and you knew it all along, and you know this time is coming. And from that time or that period that you knew it, nobody wants to take action, nobody wants to talk about it, or perhaps you are you wanted to confront your person, but I'm not sure where is it coming from that you didn't confront your person. And now they were the it's like they went ahead of you. You know that you have to confront them or you have to communicate with them about this cheating going on or this third party thing that's going on, or some they make you appear like a fool. You knew it. You knew it was coming. You knew that it has been happening, but you don't want to hurt your lover, your ex-lover, so that you chose not to confront them. And now they went ahead of you, and they were the one who left you alone, or they were the one who called it quits. So if there's something that you would regret, it's not being in a relationship with this person. Perhaps that regret is coming from the fact that you knew it all along, but you did nothing about it. And nobody wants to do the work. Nobody wants to confront the situation. Let's see your outcome, or what the universe wants to give you as an advice or outcome for you. You could be feeling numb about this situation. You're just taking your time and being still, connecting with your intuition, perhaps learning something, or perhaps reflecting on this situation, thinking about the situation, contemplation, reflection, getting to know your inner self. Getting to know your inner self. This is this cards. I'm picking up on those energies from these two cards. This is the High Priestess. Connecting with your feminine energy of nurturing yourself, nurturing your soul, nurturing your spirit, perhaps recharging, but I don't feel like you are having that intention to recharge. It's more of just sitting still and reflecting, thinking about what happened, what did just happen right there, and perhaps processing your feelings. You're in the process of processing your feelings. You're in that journey. Let us get what the future or see the outcome for dear Pisces, and ask the oracle as an advice outcome. Okay, let's get that. I feel like nobody wants to give a budge here. I will shuffle off cam so you could see your cards and feel which card speaks the most to you. Okay, wonderful. This is this one. Look at her. Self-care, pampering, self-love. You would focus more on yourself. Perhaps very strict about it. Have fun, dear one. That is what I'm hearing, dear Pisces. You could be pushing yourself to the ground and forcing yourself to move on quick, or you run the risk of jumping from one relationship to another, sort of having that rebound. Just run the risk. You run the risk of doing that. Perhaps you are being too rigid too rigid to yourself. There is some sense of structure here, or discipline, or there's a leadership energy here with the emperor here. Perhaps you would be like a leader to yourself and telling yourself how to create structure in your life, and perhaps you're planning to do so. But regardless of that discipline or strict plan to move forward or to move on. I strongly feel that you're really focusing on yourself right now. If you have been in that contemplative mode, thinking about what to do, and your first thought was to pamper yourself, to nurture yourself, then you are in the right path. You are in the right track. Right now, somebody here would want to communicate, or somebody would send you a message, perhaps your recent ex, asking for closure and asking for forgiveness. I'm not quite sure though if you are ready to do that, or if you would want to be ready to do that. As far as the cards are concerned here, perhaps this may speak about that. If your person would want to communicate with you, you wouldn't want to give a budge. You are standing your ground, and you are not opening yourself up for the invite for you to speak or to communicate with them. As far as these cards are concerned, I strongly feel that you are focusing on yourself, perhaps not yet ready to venture into something. I do see here the heartache. Self-love, self-care. Perhaps you're also doubting yourself about this self-love venture. Now is the time for you to learn something new, perhaps to venture into something that you haven't tried before. More than self-care, as this card say, this is the core of your reading, this oracle card. A beautiful face. You are a beauty reincarnate, beauty incarnate, I mean, you're beauty incarnate, and it's about time for you to take a look at yourself and appreciate yourself. List all the things that you appreciate most about yourself, and in case you are thinking about something to do about this process, this healing process, you may want to let go, to release, to surrender, or to venture into something, explore something new, like learning something. Let go of that grudge. Perhaps this is also what you are, what the universe is trying to tell you as a part of that outcome or future spread, is that you wouldn't hold on to those crows anymore, and you would release them. It's time to release those grudges. Not holding a grudge, you have that in reverse, so you're not holding a grudge. In the future, you will no longer, you would release that, and perhaps this self-care venture would be would contribute to that, releasing, surrender, and release. Perhaps being too strict about it or not giving a budge, but I strongly feel that you are taking your time, and you are being kind to yourself. If that is not what you are practicing right now, you are invited to be kind to yourself and be compassionate. Healing takes time, and you are getting there. Let us get last a message for you. If you want to see the decks used in this card, this oracle card is in English. It just so happened that I got a non-English version. I had a mistake with that, but if you want to see the decks used in this reading, you could check out the link in the description box below, or check out the continuation of this reading, which is in the link to my blog. One more oracle guidance card there, and the decks used will be there. One more message from the universe. Okay. Oh, explore and stop and smell the roses. That is what I'm hearing. Stop and smell the roses. Quite literally, you could take this quite literally as getting in touch with nature, but figuratively, it could mean that you are blossoming into something, into someone who is not you will be better than yesterday. And it's time to reconnect perhaps with nature, have that nature trip, take a breather. But this could also mean that appreciate whatever it is that you have right now. You are exactly where you need to be. Okay, I guess I would have to leave it at that, dear Pisces. The continuation is in the link in the description box below, and more readings there. I hope to see you next time, and please subscribe if you would want to be updated with more readings. I used to do a surprise reading in October, and perhaps I will be making another one this November. Thank you for being here, and see you next time. Bye bye.